Hello everybody, my name is Xaphan, and welcome back to some more Everlasting Summer. Apparently this game has sex scenes. I'm not excited. Because I'm afraid. Because there's a little girl in this game. I do not want to see anything about that. But anyway, I decided to move closer and talk. She was the only new person I had met here without exchanging even a few words. Hi, what are you reading? Lena was so surprised that she even jumped. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Never mind.
She blushed and stared at the book again. So what are you reading? On the cover was written, Gone with the Wind. Praise the book, keep silent. Praise the book. Could be nice. A good book.
Thanks.
Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but I think that such literature suits her very well. Lena didn't seem to be interested in continuing the conversation. Well, if I'm bothering you...
No, you're not bothering me. I just want you to be here, seeing my big, massive, giant cock and boobs and everything. Yeah, it's great.
She answered while still looking at the book. Oh my god, my microphone boom is broken. Can I sit beside you for a while?
Oh my god, why?
And really? Why? Maybe just because I was very tired and having company is better than being alone. And maybe I wanted to try to find something out from her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I doubt that. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to?
Feel free.
But if I'm bothering you...
No, you're not.
I can leave, just say.
Everything's alright.
Okay then. I sat on the end of the bench carefully. After such an intense talk, staying here was the last thing I wanted, but it wouldn't be nice to just stand up and leave. That didn't go really well, huh? Lena hasn't answered anything. It seems I've made a fool out of myself. I bet if Ulyana was here, she'd have a good laugh at me. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled the Slavia's question and thought it would be a good start for a conversation.
Yes.
She smiled slightly. I guess I like it too. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't carry on a meaningless conversation as easily as Slavia. But there was something about her that attracted attention, like a momentary glimpse of a reflection in the glass of a rainy autumn evening, which makes you turn around and stare into darkness, searching for something that you saw out of the corner of your eye. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was, but it still felt so tempting. Lena was still reading the book without paying any attention to my presence, and I had no intention of asking her anything about this camp or this world in general, and this fly has been in my room all fucking day, pissing me off while I've been recording my videos. Beautiful night.
Yes.
How in a world would you start a conversation with her?
It's late. I have to go.
Yes, it's quite late.
Good night.
Night. Oh, well, she seems nice. She doesn't seem strange. She seems nice, man. Come on, dude. She's just awkward. Have you not seen an awkward man before, woman? At first glance, she is a typically shy and modest pioneer girl, but the mystery of Lena took its own place in the massive list of mysteries about this camp, which I had started to put together in my head. A lazy evening. There's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. I headed towards Olga's cabin. Because I can't say her last name, because I have no fucking idea how to pronounce it because it's Russian. And Russians have such, Russian names. Yeah. Just like I have such a white person name. Jordan. What kind of name is that? The light in the house was on. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, stop! Stop it! Stop just appearing right in front of me, man! It's fucking scary!
Hello, Semyon. You're quite late.
Yeah. I went for a walk to look around the camp.
Alright. You'll be sleeping here.
She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Right here? I was a bit surprised.
Yeah. Is something wrong? We out of free cabins anyway.
The camp leader smiled, but I rather think it was just out of politeness. She's fucking scary, man!
You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you?
There was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Yep, sure. I was lost in thought for a moment. Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? She looked at me oddly, with surprise and some offense in her eyes. Ah, her boobs got bigger! You made her angry!
A pioneer should respect their elders.
Olga said strictly. Of course, he should. No one argues with that. I blathered, not realizing what was wrong.
Shouldn't you also? She stared at me, clicking, moving her head.
Oh my god, her boobs got even bigger! Under such a gaze, even mithril forged by the best dwarf masters from the deepest dungeons would melt. Should I what? What's up, Toots? Oh my god, I love this dude! Annoyance and a lack of understanding made me raise my voice.
You must address adults appropriately.
Yes, of course, there are a lot of strange things here, but this girl is just a couple years older than me, or maybe even younger. But I decided not to argue while just a few minutes ago I would have never have called her an adult. I have to admit that she was also given a strong character, and in any case, I wasn't in a position to argue. As you say, ma'am, I mumbled.
That's much better. That is how a decent pioneer should conduct himself. And now it's time to sleep.
Honestly speaking, I was going to become neither a decent nor an indecent pioneer. Just yesterday I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. But do I have a choice now? If you don't want to, we'll have to make you. This is the motto Olga was probably going to use. Probably, man, she's scary as balls. I climbed onto the bed and closed my eyes only to realize how tired I was after today. Something hammered in my head awfully, as if my brains had started a night shift. And they seemed to be aimed more at rolling steel than working on something more sensitive. The bus flew through my mind. And the square with the monument. The canteen full of pioneers, and the malicious face of Ulyana. Oh, boobs! 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 More boobs! And...
Slavia. Yes. My future girlfriend, Slavia. She's the one who went through my head.
I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Lena. And even recalling Alyssa didn't give me too much of a negative feeling. That's because you've been here before, in your dreams. What if I'm here for good? Oh fuck, yeah, that is scary. Day 2. Holy fuck, so much happened in day 1. Jesus Christ, not even that much happens in my day. Well, technically it does because I'm going through it now. But still, I was having a dream. It seemed like I was in some kind of a vacuum, with nothing but nothing around me. But not only around, I was the only creature in the universe. As if the universe had returned to a state of singularity right before the Big Bang. And something was just about to happen. Suddenly I heard a voice. I could not make out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if soothing me. And then I realized it was the voice of that strange girl from the bus. The girl from the dream. But what is she trying to tell me? Who is she? It's Slavia! I betcha! It's fucking Slavia! I woke up. Bright sunlight struck my eyes. My hangover is cured. It was almost noon. After stretching lazily on the bed and yawning, I started to recall the previous day. And in a few seconds, jingles started playing in my headphones, and all its events passed before my eyes. The bus, the camp, the local inhabitants. No, that's just wrong. Not this whole situation, not me being here. It was wrong by default. My attitude towards what was happening was wrong. Because yesterday, I fell asleep here just like that. And before that, I chatted nicely with the local pioneers, and even managed to crack a few jokes. How could I act like that in such a situation? I should be frightened, startled by every little rustling. Should avoid all contact with potentially hostile creatures. The last day's events were getting hazy, like I had a hangover. This really feels like the morning after a heavy drinking party. Yesterday's natural flawless, absolutely normal conduct becomes a nightmare in the morning, a grotesque illustration from the Divine Comedy. Yes, it's just like that, and I can't change the past now. Then again, I had probably assessed the situation was acting accordingly. I glanced around, trying to figure out whether I had been thrown somewhere else, but Olger's cabin looked the same as yesterday. Everything seemed to be in its place, except for a pioneer uniform, which was hanging from that bed head. I fumbled with it in distrust and tried it on. At least this is better than walking around in winter clothes. I kinda look like a faggot though. Oh well, that's okay. Wish I could see myself, better look like a clown. And for that I needed a mirror, at least a tiny one. I finally found one on the wardrobe. Oh my god, I look pretty! Holy! I looked at the newfound pioneer and jumped away in surprise. There was some teenager on the other side of the mirror, and the fly still flying at my face. Fuck Australia. He resembled me, but he wasn't me. Where did the weak stubble go? Where were the bags under my eyes, the slouch, the deathly fatigue on my face? It seemed that I had not been thrown back in time or into a parallel reality, but instead had simply changed bodies with someone else. Right, that's real simple. Such things happen every day. I took a closer look at this stranger, and only then I realized that it was actually me. It just wasn't today's me. Maybe the one from between my school and university years. Well, at least that's something. There you go, the person in an extreme situation did fail to notice the elephant in the room after all. But the camp leader noticed it, and last night she told me off for addressing her without proper respect. Ah! Screw that! Jesus Christ, man! I doubt my appearance affects anything else. If the clock was not lying, breakfast was long over. Oh well, I'll try to find something in the canteen. It worked out well yesterday with Slavia, didn't it? Those memories made me smile involuntarily. The sun was shining brightly outside, a light breeze was blowing, a beautiful summer day. I had not felt so good in the morning for several years. All problems were gone, vanished into the clouds that were white as snow. Olga came out of nowhere!
Good morning, Semyon.
Morning, robot face. I smiled, doing my best to show that no matter what, my morning was indeed good.
You only arrived yesterday, so I decided not to wake you up. But breakfast, never mind. Here, take this.
She handed me something wrapped in paper. Judging by the oily stains, there had to be sandwiches inside. Oh, thank you.
Now go wash yourself, you pig.
I was about to leave.
Wait a second.
Don't tell me you're gonna be closer. Okay, she's not closer. Oh, that made my heart drop for a second. Olga quickly ran into the house and came out to shove a small bag into my hands. Inside I found a toothbrush, soap, a small towel, and something else. I did not look too closely.
A pioneer should always be clean and tidy. Let me do your neckerchief properly this first time. Yours is askew. You should do it yourself once you learn how to.
Do we have to? I'm going to go wash myself now. Yeah, right. It could get hooked on the tap and strangle me.
Fine. Later then. And don't forget about the lineup.
Pencils, paper, drawing lines. You don't forget such things. What lineup?
What do you mean, what lineup?
She frowned.
It's Monday today.
Weird, but my approximation, it should have been Sunday. Then again, a shift in the day of the week is hardly the worst thing.
Usually we have lineups early in the morning before breakfast, but it's Monday today, so we're having it at 12 o'clock. Don't be late, otherwise I'm going to kill you and stuff you inside of my robotic body and consume your organic matter for energy.
Alright, but where?
At the square. Where else?
There was no reason to argue. I headed to the bathing place. Oh, God, okay. Where everyone can see each other naked. Oh boy, we're naked, Johnny. I knew I could forget about separate showers and toilets, but at the sight of this malfunctioning symptom of decaying socialism, a funny turtle with a tin shell, paw taps, and a ceramic belly, I feel sick. I was not a squeamish person, but nevertheless, standing there I realized that there was still some minimal level of habitual comfort, which I found it troublesome to do without. It's often like that when you lose things that you thought were ordinary and common. You suddenly understand just how essential they were. Screw this, as if I have any choice. The water was ice cold. While washing my hands was not an issue, washing my face and my mouth became a big problem. There was no toothpaste in the bag which Olga gave me. I could brush my teeth without it, but there was a small round box wrapped in a towel. Tooth powder. Cute. 1 point for me being somewhere in the past. I washed myself quite quickly, also due to the ice cold water. Someone was coming quickly, or more like running towards me. I turned around. Hey, it's Slavia! It was Slavia, dressed in a tracksuit. This girl would probably look good in anything. Pioneer uniform, bikini, probably even a spacesuit, a shield maiden outfit, just anything she can throw onto her.
Hey there!
Oh, hey, what's up? Good morning! Yeah, you can see my penis! Oh yeah, real smooth.
Why didn't you come for breakfast?
I overslept. I said it as if I was proud about it. But Olga, gave me some sandwiches.
Oh, great then! Don't forget about the lineup!
Yeah, sure. As if I could forget.
Right, I gotta run. Enjoy yourself!
Okay, bye boobs. Slavia. Oh, that was close. She waved goodbye to me and disappeared around the past bend. Looks like it's a couple minutes until the lineup. I should quickly pass by home to drop off my washing bag and eat the sandwiches, and then head to the square. I swung open the door of the camp leader's cabin and rushed inside as if jumping into the last car of a departing train. It didn't turn out to be the best idea because inside I found Olga, who was changing. I froze on the spot, trying not to breathe. Finally, the camp leader noticed me.
Semyon!
I looked away immediately.
Have you heard of knocking? Now get out!
Sorry! Yeah, that was real clumsy. Although, I did enjoy the sight of that robotic cyborg. Olga followed me out in a minute. You're in the same clothes! What do you mean you were changing?
Here, take this. Now it is your home, too.
It's a key. She handed me a key. I put it in my pocket. Home. Of course, if you disregard how fantastical the current events were, this camp was far from being the worst place on earth, but to call it home? Just after 1 day spent here? I doubt I'll ever be able to do so.
Alright, let's go. We're late.
But what about the sandwiches?
Just eat them on the way.
We were passing along the lines of Pioneers' cabins while I was tucking into the ham sandwiches. Olga kept on talking and talking. She was buzzing like a game of Operation and Parkinson's. But I cared nothing but of the food.
Understood?
Huh?
You weren't listening.
Sorry.
Today is the first day of your new life as a pioneer, and you should do your best so that it becomes a happy life.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm serious, as a pioneer has many duties. Great responsibility is conferred upon him to participate in social work, to help his juniors, to study and study and study again. We here are all like one big family, and you'll become a part of it.
Yeah, a part. I'd even sign a party membership card if it could save me from listening to this nonsense.
I hope that after your term here is over, you'll keep the most pleasant memories about our camp. Memories that will last your whole life.
Well, I had memories about the camp that started before my life, miss. They started before I even came to this bastard camp. And when will this term end?
Why do you keep asking silly things?
It seems I won't get any information from her. A shame, really. The world appears to be so friendly, but it never bothered to introduce itself to me. Perhaps now I can take things somewhat easier than yesterday. It seems like I have some unspoken ceasefire with it. It isn't trying to hurt me, but I'm forbidden from asking questions. Of course, this situation isn't a pleasant one, but what can I do about it? A bad peace is better than a good dispute. The most important thing for you now is to make the best of the time you'll spend here. I will do my best.
Honestly, I was very tired of this conversation. It would be good to know where that here is.
But we came to the square, and then Xaphan decided he's gonna leave this episode here. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, click on that notification button, and I'll see all of you beautiful people in the next video. Bye bye!